Hey guys, this is Mario Kart. I'm going to be doing a video on getting character models from DOA4. I had intended to make a video on showing you guys how to set up a character in 3ds Max using one of the DOA4 models that we attained. One video I showed you guys how to get character models from DOA3, DOA Ultimate, DOA4, DOA Beach Volleyball 1 and 2. And then I was intending to do a video to show you guys how to make desktop renders for your desktop using those character models. It's just there's one thing I missed with DOA4. I showed you guys a tool, but when I went to go get a character model from that tool, it actually didn't work. So I'm going to be showing you guys a different tool, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to use that tool to get a character model. And then I'm going to plan to make a video to show you guys how to set up that character that I import. So this is going to be more, instead of showing you guys how to do 3ds Max stuff, I'm going to show you guys how to do specifically import for DOA4. It's the worst game to import models for, but I'm going to show you guys that, and then later on do some other stuff. So yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, enough said. Okay, so I got a lot of folders open here. Let's see. Okay, so this is DOA4 extractor. You can download this from my forum. Otherwise, I'll post it sometime. Otherwise, here it is. So if you watched the last video, basically, when you open up a TPR file is actually a character file. So when you open up the character file, you have these like different columns you have to match up to get geometry. And this tool by this guy, I know him as Voltron. This tool works basically the same way. So you pick something in these two columns and you hit rip. Okay, but keep in mind there's actually more of one thing than the other in the other column. So there's actually duplicates. So you can see these sizes are the same. You can just skip those. So go 1. So this would be mesh 1. This would be mesh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you skip the duplicates and you have to match them up. So this would be with this one, this would be with this one, and this would be with this one. So you get the idea. So it's easy as that. And then of course you can get the textures. Okay, same dealio. Okay, so that's that. Last thing, this thing saves. Where'd it go? Okay, so you pick an output directory here. Obviously it dumps this directory and it's going to be called test3d. So if I hit rip, you'll see in this directory this file pop up here. In this Max script here, you're going to have to edit with Notepad, and you're going to have to type in that exact directory from here. So just basically copy and paste that into here, but you have to add double slashes everywhere. When you see a single slash, you have to double slash it because it's the scripting format, and the script format needs a double slash. Okay, then you can save that. Okay, I'm just going to copy this URL. So when you go in the Max, you're going to go to Open Max Script, and you're going to open up that script that you just edited, and I'm just going to hit Control A to select everything. I'm going to drag that text over to the main bar. I'm going to drop it. So now when I hit that, okay. Check here. Rip. Okay. Another thing about this stupid thing is that it'll actually corrupt your files. So always make sure you have backups. And actually, well. That program actually was made for modding. I asked Voltron to make something where I could inject textures and stuff like that. So that's probably why it sometimes corrupts your files, because it's actually not only accessing, but it's actually accessing for writing access. And if you close it improperly, maybe it'll just screw up. Anyway, we're gonna try that again. So opening this up, hit that. I'm gonna match up 2 lines, hit rip, go back to the Max, and hit this button. Okay, so this time it worked. Okay, so that's nothing. That's like a piece of a bow or something. So we're going to try a different one. hit that, and the same thing. So try a different one. There we go. So that's like the top of her chest or something like that. So you get the idea. So you just go along and keep hitting rip. Okay, so obviously if you get the wrong one, it'll tell you. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So. Okay, that's messed up. Okay. Yeah, but that's just dumb. I guess you have to give it a sec. Alright, there we go. Good, good, good. I don't know if anything imported that time. Okay, so this program is pretty straightforward. So this is the old method that we used to get models from the game, and obviously the only method because that other tool doesn't work at all. Yeah, like I imported the mesh fine, but all the texture coordinates were gone. So with no texture coordinates, there's really no point to having the model, which was a shame. I was disappointed when that happened. Anyway, another thing, just try to really focus on what you're lining up here, because if you get it off, then you'll get confused and you get lost, and you have to redo from the beginning. And again, if you watched the last video, I was explaining about DOA4 Ultimate importing and how the pieces roll in the center. And the same issue here. All the pieces are in pieces. Well, the mesh is in pieces, sorry, and all those pieces are actually centered into the middle of the grid. So you have to rebuild them again. Okay, as well as there are actually 3 different models usually. There's the main mesh, there's the collision mesh or reflection mesh, and the last mesh is usually a shadow mesh. Okay, that seems to be pretty standard between all kind of games. Like most games have a low poly, high poly, and a collision mesh, and sometimes, well, actually DOA4 is the only one I've actually seen a reflection model in. I've never actually seen anything else with a reflection model before like that. That's interesting. Oops, did I forget to import? Ooh boy, let's go from here. I think I got talking and I just wasn't paying attention. Alright, so alright, there we go. So you can see I just started into the low poly mesh now, so we're good. Okay, so if you, again, well, that's pretty much all I really needed to show you guys. Okay, I'm still gonna build the mesh, and then that's gonna be the end of this video. So pretty much this is all you need to know is this tool. Another thing you might want to stick around to see in this video is how to assign the materials. Because the materials are all reset, you have to kind of have to do it from scratch. So you might want to watch that. Then other than that, this is all I really needed to show you guys. I'm just going to convert this to patch. Then I'm going to convert it back to poly, then mesh. Alright. Okay. So that completes your import. The reason why I converted it to patch and so on, just because the geometry is built with quads and stuff like that when you use the Max script, and it was kind of glitchy before. You wouldn't know until you actually worked with it for a while, but when you convert the patch, it pretty much converts your model back to tris, back to a tri-mesh, and it'll clear any bad information that was there if there was any. So that's why I did that. But anyway, so yeah, in this video, that's pretty much all you need to see. Again, I'm going to complete this mesh, so if you want to keep watching, go ahead, and later on, past that, I will be doing the texture assignments, and then that'll be it. And then the next video coming up, that will be using this model, and I'll be doing a render, and I'll be showing you guys how I do my rig, and other stuff. And usually I do my rigs with just normal bones, but I know that that bipeds are really used. Like, it's more common because bipeds you can actually use motion capture. So I might actually use a biped, although I've never really used biped. So I'm not sure how that's gonna go, because you have to align the biped with your mesh properly. So I don't know if that'll work good for me or what, but I think I'll give it a go. Another I have a theory about how these pieces work, so I want to try and rig it according to my theory too, so I might change that up too. So yeah, that might be interesting. So yeah, basically this is nothing new. If you saw the other video, this is pretty much what the other video was about, relining all the pieces. So that's what I'll be doing, and I really can't say much more than that. There's not much more I can say about it. Okay, so basically it's just aligning everything. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't actually see the last video, that's what it was showing, was this. But to help you realign things, you can use snap, which works off snapping from one vertex to another. If you right click on there, you can select different enablers. Poof. Whoa, I got double hands. Let's go over here somewhere. There, that goes over there. It's an eyeball. Okay. Shoot, that goes here, and it maybe goes over there. Alright. Okay, so Alt A does the snap button. Not the snap, I mean the alignment button. So like if you highlight something and you press Alt A, you can see the cursor changed. If not, it did anyway. Then you click on something, it'll prompt you with this box. If you want to align, you can align by different parameters here, but I'm going to do by X and Y and Z positioning. And I'm also going to pick the pivots instead of the centers, and I'm going to hit OK. That didn't really work on that one, but some of these, like that'll line up nicely, and that one that'll line up nicely, and that one is not, that doesn't belong there. That doesn't. I don't know. Some of them align nicely, some of them don't. And then if they don't, you just use snap, and then that's not even the right leg. Yeah, doesn't really work. So yeah, using a combination of snap and align mode. Okay, and then we'll just find the foot for that. And there's one leg. Oh, I'm just missing a piece still. Alright, so that's one leg. I don't even know what that junk there is. That's the skirt. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so what's left to do? Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention was these stray faces here. These faces are actually a result of there being more vertices than faces, or vice versa, more faces than vertices. And you get a face that's drawn but it's not supposed to be there. I'm not sure if that's from our selection being incorrect, or that the tool doesn't correctly detect the vertex stride. It's probably more likely the program to detect the proper vertex stride. Alright, so getting pretty much done, close to done. And then we're going to start doing the materials. And then probably the next video I'll be doing, I don't even know, I keep rambling off the same thing. I keep stopping this video and then I keep doing something like eating or talking to somebody, and then I come back and I forget what I've said in the video here. So forgive me if I've repeated something like 6 times over, because I probably have already. So yeah, there you go. Just gotta do this lag. Not a problem. I don't even know where that goes. Okay. Good. Okay, so that's the model. I'm just gonna upturn it right because it's laying on its back right now. So okay, I just changed it to the pivot point to be the center of the origin, and I'm going to rotate it to 90. And then I'm gonna collapse the modifier there, so now it's gonna be at 90. Is this really at 0? Huh. Okay, so just put this up so she's on the grid. Alright, so she's at the top of the grid. Good. Okay, so there's our model. Don't know if I told you this already, but the heads are actually diced off, and we need to get that from a separate file. We'll do that later. Right now, the head's a little bit more easier because it's only a few textures. We're going to sort through the majority of the textures now. Okay. Usually I go systematically, so we'll try it that way. Let's see, there's probably a different way I can do this, actually. Yeah. No, it won't work, because it's got all these straight polys in it. Yup. Anyway, if you do see straight polygon, it's probably best to delete it. Otherwise, you can probably get away with not touching it. So, just try your best to reassign the materials. To do that, okay, it'd be easy to do that if you separate the mesh best you can. Shoot, more polygons. These extra polygons are going to be a pain for sure. for figuring out things. Wow, they're everywhere. Okay, anyway, so this is, I don't understand, is this the collar of the neck? No, that goes for the blouse as well. Okay. So we're left with that, those buttons, and these buttons are probably this thing, and it froze. Nope, not those. Alright, so it's probably, oh crap, likely that some of the missing textures that I'm missing are actually some of the smaller textures that I didn't properly import. And I don't really know what the model looks like because it's been a long time since I played the game, so most likely a lot of these are improperly assigned, but whatever. I'm sure you guys who have more experience with the game would obviously know the difference over what I know. So it'd be easier for you guys, I guess. So yeah. So basically, you just go around and well, it's easier for me because I've worked with these models for so long. Well, not these models per se, but the Dead or Alive Ultimate ones, and these are formatted almost identically. So I understand that. Usually the body is split up into two halves, and you have a front texture, back texture kind of thing. So I would have to just split that up. So this looks good. Okay. So yeah, it probably if you knew what you're doing, it probably take like an hour, 2 hours maybe at most to just fix and repair a DOA4 model. All right. Yeah, I would say. Otherwise, again, most of the models from Dead or Alive 4 are actually from Dead or Alive Ultimate, so if you just want a Dead or Alive 4 model to mess with, just get one for Dead or Alive Ultimate. It's easier and quicker, and like Dead or Alive 4 is like the worst to get a model from. And I was kind of surprised because I said that multiple times in the last video, like you don't want to be messing around with the DOA4 models, and of course the 3 people that replied to me all wanted DOA4 models. So it's just like, huh? Do you have any idea how much work goes into that? But anyway, so that's why I'm making this second part 2 video to that, just to show you more in depth of that. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this because I can't remember because I got a bad memory, but I used, in the first video I showed you guys, use a Japanese program to import DOA4 models. When I actually imported it to do this video tutorial, for rigging up a character model, it turned out that the texture coordinates were actually missing. So if that gives you an idea of why I didn't use it in this video, because it doesn't work. Okay. If you can help it, try not to assign a new material every time. If you use shared materials, then it'll be easier to tweak the materials later down the road instead of having to tweak many of materials. Or I don't know, I'm just ranting. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say this again. My form, dark matter. Actually, a lot of guys were simultaneously working on doing this exact thing here, which was assembling the models, etc., etc. So if you want to like hit my forum and then try and get the people to repost what they had, then you could probably get a lot of these models without a lot of hassle, because someone's already probably assembled them. And I hate doing this. Like I really don't care about the DOA4 models because of this problem. It's not worth it to me. But then again, I stopped messing around with Dead or Alive like a long time ago. So then again, even if I didn't mind, I probably wouldn't even touch this. So whatever. This is like the first time in like 4 years since I've been since I touched this game. So alright, so buttons. So obviously we don't have a texture for the buttons, so we're just gonna improv. What I'll probably do is this is obviously a normal map, so we'll put this on a normal map slot. Okay, that kills the material there. We go to red, green, blue, multiply. Okay, why the hell did it freeze? Alright. Clear. Red, blue, green, multiply. Okay. So we're gonna paste the texture into there. Use this one. Okay, it didn't really work the way I wanted it to. That's weird. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so it's blue. Let's go for... I can kind of see what it was before. It's like a really light beige color. Alright, so get rid of this. It should look something like that. I got a seam here. Oh, I very well did. Alright, so yeah, what's up with that? Alright. Arm piece here. So this is the arm. Yeah, Kokoro isn't too bad actually. There are more complicated models because they have like little strings everywhere. But this one again, not too bad. What screws up to you? Who's this guy? Alright, so again, I've been doing this for a while, so you might be confused about this. So just take note about the textures here. These are pretty standard. The hands are usually this one here. These are the arms. This is the neck. The front part of the body, the back part of the body, and obviously the leg. So that's what makes up the body. Okay, and then this stuff I don't know about, but I can probably guess. That's the underwear. That's the feet. That's the front of the body. And that's the miscellaneous stuff, straps and stuff like that. and that's the eyes for the face. The head model again is somewhere else. What the hell is this guy? He adds me on MSN. He's just like, "Hi man, hi. Hey, I downloaded something, but who are you?" "I'm this dude from this." Like, who the hell is this guy? He just randomly adds me. Like, I swear, 99% of the time when people add me on MSN, the first thing they say is like, "How do you do this?" And it's just not. It's like they don't say hello or hi. This is who I am. How are you or anything? It's just like, "Hi. How do I do this?" I'm just like, first off, I don't even know who the fuck you are. It's just ridiculous. People like these days have no courtesy or anything, shit like that. It's just ridiculous. Fuck, people are retarded. Anyway, I'm seeing the face of the watch. That's a downer. That's such a downer. Oh wait, what's this thing? Poof. That's a downer. Alright, I'm just gonna chop this video off because there's really not much more I can show you. Obviously you can probably figure this out on your own. If not, you're just gonna be sitting there going, "Oh, how do I do that?" So me completing this video or not isn't really gonna make a difference. So either know how to do it or you don't. And if you do, great, then just keep going on what you're doing. Otherwise, I'll post up this model obviously, and it'll be fully rigged at the time, like once I do the whole tutorial and the whole spiel and everything. So you won't be at any disadvantage, and I think you'll be learning more. So whatever. Okay. This has actually got some multi-layers to it. Wow, what the heck were they doing with this thing? Oh, I see. It's got two faces. Probably one for the alpha layer, one for a back layer. Interesting. Oh no, ew, the skirt doesn't work. Nah, it's not the skirt. Follows through.